Unbelievable robots with amazing dancing skills by Boston Dynamics. We have all seen robots, whether it was in a movie, on the internet, or perhaps even in real life. The only difference between what you see in movies and what you see in real life, however, is just a little one. It is the fact that robots are depicted in movies as having super abilities, as they can do pretty much anything a person can do. Like in movies, robots can dance, take children to school, and can help run entire industries. Well, in real life, a robot cannot possibly be able to run a whole industry, but thanks to Boston Dynamics, their robots can at least make some dance moves. So in today's video, we're going to talk about these robots made by Boston Dynamics that can perform some really good dance moves. So watch this video till the end. Hello and welcome back to the AI universe. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to never miss an update on the new things we bring for you regarding the tech and the trends, but also the vital difference between the haves and the have-nots. Let us start the video. Recently, Boston Dynamics posted a video of Atlas, Spot and Handle, some of their amazing robots, dancing to Do You Love Me, according to the video description. It was a way to celebrate the start of what we hope will be a happier year. As of today, the video has been viewed nearly 24 times, and the success of the video is not surprising, as it boasts a compelling mix of both technical prowess and creativity. While technically speaking, the stuff going down in the video isn't really groundbreaking, as we're not seeing any of the robots demonstrating anything that's fundamentally new in their abilities, but that should not take away from how impressive the exhibit is. You're seeing state-of-the-art humanoid robots, quadrupedal robots, and whatever the heck it is you want to call it. So the unique part about this Boston Dynamics video is its artistic component, which was brought to life by choreographer Monica Thomas. As we know, Atlas can perform some practical tasks, and we know that it can also do some gymnastics and parkour, but it is definitely something new to do dancing with a robot. VP of Engineering for Boston Dynamics, Aaron Saunders, has been working on robots for the company since 2003. For this reason, he has been a fundamental part of a huge number of Boston Dynamics' robots, even the ones you may have forgotten about. For example, do you remember Little Dog? Those adorable little quadruples were designed and built by a team of two, one of whom was Saunders. He had been involved with the Atlas project since the beginning and has a hand in just about every other project Boston Dynamics has worked on. But the last few years, he has focused on leading the Atlas team, and he was kind enough to answer our questions about the dancing robots they are making. Saunders said, "We have different expectations for the videos that we make. This one was definitely anchored in fun for us. The response on YouTube was record-setting for us. We received hundreds of emails and calls with people expressing their enthusiasm and also sharing their ideas for what we should do next. What about this song? What about this dance move?" So that was really fun. My favorite reaction was one that I got from my 94-year-old grandma, who watched the video on YouTube and then sent a message through the family asking if I taught the robot those sweet moves. I think this video connected with a broader audience because it mixed old-school music with new technology. He added, "We haven't seen Atlas move like this before. Can you talk about how you made it happen?" He explained further, "We began by composing and assembling a dance routine, then worked with dancers and a choreographer to create an initial concept for the dance. Atlas's biggest challenge, and probably the most important challenge for the entire project, was to adjust human dance moves so that they would be understood by the robot. And to do that, he explained that they have used simulation to rapidly iterate through movement concepts while soliciting feedback from the choreographer to reach behaviors that Atlas had the strength and speed to execute. It was very iterative. They would literally dance out what they wanted us to do, and the engineers would look at the screen and go, 'That would be easy,' or 'That would be hard,' or 'That scares me.' And then we'd have a discussion, try different things in simulation, and make adjustments to find a compatible set of moves that we could execute on Atlas." As the project unfolded, the time frame for creating new dance moves decreased and decreased as we built tools. For example, we were able to use that tool chain the day before we filmed to create one of Atlas's ballet moves one day before the cameras began working, which was successful. In other words, it is not a handwritten script or a hand-coded program. Rather, it is a pipeline that allows for a range of motions, each described through a variety of different inputs, to be pushed through to the robot and executable. It has taken a few iterations to get some of the spinning turns and the ballet parts to work, because these are the most distant from leaps and runs, and some of the other things that we are more familiar with, so both the machine and the software had to meet the challenge as well. There's no doubt that we learned not to underestimate how flexible and strong dancers are. When you take an elite athlete and you try to do what they do with a robot, it proves to be a hard challenge. It's humbling. He continued by saying, "I think that this technology is fundamentally different from what these athletes do. However, we do continue to develop our robots to achieve that level of capability, because we strongly believe that in order to have these kinds of robots widely deployed commercially and eventually in a home, we believe they must have this kind of capability." A robot is very good at doing something over and over again in exactly the same way over and over again. So once we dialed in what we wanted to do, the robots could just do it again and again as we played with different camera angles. But the question remains, how do Boston Dynamics' robots dance? Well, rather than relying on artificial intelligence or even computer vision to sense their environments, these bots are simply following carefully designed dance routines they have been programmed to perform. With the help of a Boston Dynamics interface called a choreographer, engineers and designers can drag and drop different movements for the robot's more than 20 actuators to decide exactly how and when it will move to the beats. According to Monica Thomas, one of the biggest challenges she has faced is trying to think like a dancing robot. Thomas said, "When I try to replay the choreography on my own body, my knees bend the wrong way. Even if I put myself on all fours, I have less knowledge about what things could look like. And so I have a lot more flexibility about what it does look like." Though Walt Whitman, the CEO of Boston Dynamics, said the dancing robots are a groundbreaking novelty and a creative outlet for the company's engineers, they also serve a practical purpose, improving their movement patterns. He said, "Dancing is a form of highly accelerated lifecycle testing for the hardware." He also added, "After testing and prototyping these dance moves, we have found that Spot's knees have improved greatly as well as his endurance. In addition to pirouettes, the improvements in handling and dynamic movement made available through these projects may very well propel the Boston Dynamics bots to the status of TikTok stars. It is more likely that these improvements will be incorporated into military and police bots currently being used." Several cities, including Massachusetts and New York City, have tested these police dogs to mixed public reviews, and the city of Honolulu recently invested in their own Spot to patrol the homeless camps on the island. In addition, Hyundai recently announced the completion of its acquisition of Boston Dynamics, the company behind the internet's favorite dancing robots, Spot and Atlas, which at least occasionally look like dystopian nightmare machines. As part of the celebration, the company is collaborating with K-pop sensation BTS on a video featuring 7 Spot robots grooving to the band's 2020 song, Ionic, I'm On It. Even though Spot's smooth dance moves may bring a dread to any K-pop fans who might still believe that K-pop boy bands might be the next industry that Boston Dynamics is going after for its robots to replace human workers in it, it appears that BTS is not too worried about what's to come from the competition. And that's it for today. Don't forget to comment down your favorite robot from this video. And you can also tell us about the other humanoid robot which we missed talking about in the video. Anyway, we hope you have enjoyed the video. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel for such interesting topics. And catch you in the next one. Until then, stay home and stay safe.